What is going on, my beautiful people? We are currently in my car right now. In this video, what we are going to be talking about is being able to just literally be stupid. That's what we're talking about. I know it seems crazy, but being able to be stupid is such a powerful thing, and it's a concept I'm learning from Owen Cook, man. It's such a beautiful thing when you really think about it. Being able to allow ourselves to realize that we are just stupid. Now, I'm not saying that in like a derogatory way, but here also what he talks about is basically being a little bit stupid, but he also uses a word that's a little bit more extreme than that, if y'all could fill in the blank there. Being like just stupid, not even in a that you're like literally stupid, but in the fact that there's so much that we don't know, that we need to rely on God's strength and God's wisdom so much. That's what we got to do if we want to be able to go into life and continue to do it. But he says like being stupid and allowing yourself to be stupid, and he says it, okay, let me first say he says it like a dog, but not in the fact that a dog's stupid, but a dog just literally is just so innocent and just going and just wants to have fun, just so like, if you think about a dog, you pull out a toy, the dog's so happy to have that toy. The dog's just like, hey, I want to go freaking fetch this toy. And that's what we should be like in our life, basically being like, hey, we're kind of like, we're just trying to do what we can. We're trying to focus in on this one thing, having fun, not taking life so seriously, and just being able to go out there and learn stuff, knowing that, hey, I have a lot that I don't know. I have a lot of stuff that I need to like figure out and all that. And I can allow myself to just be stupid. If you realize it, if we think about it, we're pretty stupid, man. There's a lot of stuff that I've realized that I don't really know. There's a lot of stuff that God has shown me and the wisdom that He has put into my path. And I used to think like, oh, I know this and I know that. But then in reality, there's so much that we don't know about life. There's so much that we don't know about all this stuff, man. And I'm just glad that God is with us to be able to continue to teach us and lead us. But can we be a little bit more stupid today? What I mean by this is, can we continue to go into today basically being able to say, God, I really don't know what the hell to do. I really need your help. I really need your assistance. I just really need you right now. Here's a way of thinking about it. So there was a TikTok video that I saw. I know TikTok, whatever, you can say whatever. But there was a TikTok video that I saw of this guy talking about how him and his daughter were doing this kind of like little event thingy. There's a damn car blinding the hell out of my face right now. But they're doing this little event thingy. And what they're basically doing is they went out to the woods and they were doing this little counselor. I guess it was like a camping type of thing. Camp where they get the kids together and stuff. And they did this event where it was basically the dad and the daughter, and they said, okay, like, you are going to be blindfolded. The daughter is going to be blindfolded, and what we're going to do is say, you can ask your dad anything that you want. You can always remember that you can ask him whatever you want. You can, there's something else, but basically being able to ask him whatever she wants. You can always ask him for help, always know that he's there, and always be able to have him lead her. And then he had to lead her down a certain path to get to a certain place. And it's like, okay, that seems easy enough. But she would go and go and go, and it's something where, oh, he can never talk to her unless she asks. That's a beautiful thing. It's kind of like, think about it, us and God, same thing. But basically, she walks, she goes, she'll ask him a couple questions like, hey, like, where am I supposed to go here? How am I supposed to go here? But you realize she doesn't ask as many questions as she probably should, and she gets a little bit lost. It makes it a little bit hard. But then one of the counselors would come around and say, hey, I'm gonna lead you to where you need to go. Come on, like, just come with me instead. So the girl, the daughter's like, oh, okay. She starts following, stops asking her dad questions, stops listening to her dad's directions, follows this other person that's taking her to this other path. That person ends up leading her to a ditch. It's purposeful, but he leads her to the ditch, and she ends up being left there. And it's just kind of like, she's there. That other person leaves. She's in this ditch. She doesn't know where she's at. She doesn't know how to get out. And one of the things that she says is that made him cry is, Dad, are you still there? And he was like, yeah, I'm still here, honey. And that's such a beautiful way of thinking about it, because that's kind of how we all are with God, you know? How much more could we ask God how to do certain things? How much more could we ask God for directions? How much more could we really get connected with God? How much do we really read our Bible? How much do we really talk to Him throughout our days? How much do we really just stay connected and wanting and yearning for His presence in our life? It's so beautiful because God is that person there. We can always ask him. You have not because you ask not. Abide in me and I in you, and anything that we ask shall be given unto us. It's such a beautiful thing. Do you want guidance? Ask God. Just abide in him. Abide in me and I in you. Abide in me and my words in you. That's such a beautiful thing. They're just saying to us, abide in God and have our words in his heart, and ask whatever we want from that, and it shall be given to us. You want some guidance? You have no idea where you're going. You wake up in the morning, you feel like you're freaking lost. You're a lost puppy. Maybe you're in that ditch right now and you don't know how to get out of it. The good thing is that God is always there. All we have to do is ask him for some help. Ask him to lead us out, and continue to ask him. Love you guys very much, man. I hope you guys are having a beautifully blessed day, man. We're out here at a McDonald's right now. I will talk to you on the next video. Peace.